I'm Tiffany Marie Brannon, and you're here with Movie Guide at the world premiere of John Carter. Let's see what kind of out-of-this-world things the cast and crew has to say. So what inspired you to do this film?
Stanton, the character, the challenge, being scared out of my mind to take it.
The story, and I think, when I read the script that Andrew wrote, and Andrew and Mark Andrews also wrote it, I was really kind of blown away, not only because I could see what it was going to become visually and the epic kind of nature of it, but because it really, like most of Andrew's scripts, really kind of resonated with me kind of emotionally as this really kind of pure, simple love story that's about redemption and humanity. And I think Andrew kind of writes those types of stories, and I think he doesn't get caught up in just trying to do it for the spectacle. So that's what drew me to it, and it's kind of what's kept us focused through this whole thing.
I think it's a very emotional movie, and it's about people who are kind of lost and how they then find their way in life. And I think that's important for anybody to understand and realize that if they're feeling that, it's not just them in the world; it's a lot of other people too. So I think there's a lot to get out of this movie.
To me, what the core of this story is about relationships and friends and the things you need to do as a person to do the right thing for them. The John Carter character is kind of a broken man at the beginning of the film. He's lost his family in the Civil War. He's been on the losing side in the Civil War. He's questioning all that, and he's just sort of become almost a hermit. He's living alone in the desert. He gets swept off unexpectedly to Mars and finds himself in another civil war with a new group of people who he slowly becomes friends with, and he has to basically redeem himself. He becomes kind of reborn and becomes a whole person again. So I think that those kinds of themes are always very strong family themes, and ones we're very proud of in the film. That's really what the film is about.
I think it's just a sheer adventure story with very fantastic creatures and situations happen in it. And I think the uniqueness of it is this was all pictured by a man who had never been a professional writer before. He just sat down one day and said, I'd read all these pulp fiction magazines, I think I could do better. And it just came off the top of his head. And we need to do more of that.
Just a character-driven story that's truly, first and foremost, I think it's an everyday guy put in extraordinary circumstances, which makes him more relatable than, a superhero, because I don't see him as one.